Room in Box Canyon for cleanup, guys.
Morning. It's Ray back with you once again. I am currently in Atchison, heading towards Edmonton. I started up the truck after I went in and cleaned up this morning at the Husky. Getting my check engine light coming on again. So before I go anywhere, I am my toll breakdown, and they're sending me to a place I'm not getting stuck on the way home with the same problem again. It's a good thing I dropped the trailer, or should I say it's a good thing I didn't pick up my trailer that I had for my trip back, because then I would have been dragging that thing around with me and I would have been on duty. But right now I can log on as pleasure use, so it won't take any of my driving time. This place is only about 8 minutes away, so the big thing will be is how long will it take them to fix the problem? That's the question. Hopefully it's something minor. They can just throw it on the computer, find out what the heck is wrong with it, because I'm trying to look at the diagnostics and it keeps failing all the time, just like everything else that happens to these Volvos. I'll tell you one thing, man. I've said this so many times. If I ever had the money to buy my own truck, I would never buy a Volvo. Never. I don't care how good the warranty is. I've talked to other drivers and they said the reason why they drive a Volvo is because of the warranty. Well, I can understand why they have such a good warranty. The thing's constantly breaking down all the time. They'd have too many lawsuits on their hand. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just heading to this repair place, and hopefully they can figure out what the problem is before I head out. I don't want to have more issues on the way home. Well, I'm over here at Cummins, Western Canada. Out here in Edmonton. I guess they're going to put a computer on this thing. Hopefully they can figure out something about it. The check engine light went off now, so I really hope there's something in the history. So yeah, we're just going to kind of wait until they know what's going on. I really would like to get out of here on time. I'm really getting tired of always having to sit around. My ambition is to get there and get my load and get out, and I think last time was about the only time it ever went without a glitch. And when I seen that check engine light come on the way up here, I had a problem. I had a feeling I was going to go through some problems. So if I was to leave right now, I might be lucky if I can get to Aldergrove by 10 o'clock tonight. I don't think that's going to happen either, because I'm not driving when it gets really late, because it just gets too slick and too dangerous. And it's a little nice out here. It would really be nice to get out of here before the snow hits, because there's supposed to be some more snow today out here. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Just leaving the shop now. They changed the fuel filters, both of them, main and primary, and well, both of them anyway. I don't know if that's going to fix the problem. I pray that it did. And then I can be on my way. I'm really, really hoping it did fix the problem, because I'm tired of wasting my time. So going to head over to the other yard and head over to the Edmonton yard, and we're going to pick up, grab our trailer, and head home. And I'm going to praise God because I made it here safely. I didn't break down somewhere where I was stuck in the middle of nowhere. That would have been very disappointing. There's always a chance you're going to break down. There's always a chance of something going wrong. But I'll tell you one thing though. It really makes you use your head and makes you think. You know, to spend your money a little bit more wisely, because you end up getting stuck in situations like this. You end up breaking down for several days, and now you're like literally $500-600 short on your paycheck because you lost an entire trip because your vehicle wasn't working properly. So I'm gonna save my money a little bit more and spend it a little bit more wisely. I actually have been doing pretty good. I haven't been spending it recklessly at all. I guess you could say I'm one of these type of guys that penny pincher. No, I'm not cheap. Just wise. That's the word I'll use, wise. Well, we're back in Edson again. And last night when we came through here, it was like a sheet of ice. I'm gonna bounce it around here. But today, it's the weather looks a whole lot nicer. We even got a little bit of sunshine, which is kind of nice. Let's hope that this. I'm really hoping this weather follows me for a little while. This is one of the views that I really like when I come to this park. This mountain ahead of us here, it's just gorgeous. Looks really nice when you got all the snow on the top of it. Must have been relatively sunny out here, or warm out here today. I mean, it's 6 degrees out here. A lot of the snow on the side is melted. Sign of things to come for the spring. There we go, buddy. You speed to the park. That a boy. That a boy. Yeah, you floor it, pal. I happen to know there's a cop up there. That a boy. You too. Everyone's so eager to get by the big truck so we can get stuck behind another big truck and another car. I just love the look of this mountain here, especially when you're when it's just rerun this time of year. Look at these people here. Oh, they got to pass. Here comes an oncoming car. This should be interesting. Is this going to swerve right in front of that truck just in time? Speeding through the park. Well, I happen to know there's a cop just up the road up here. I wonder if he's going to nail one of these guys. isn't it nice out here? Look at that. A lot of the snow is already melted out here. I don't know how long that's going to last, but still, it's nice to look at it, and you just imagine how wonderful it's going to be when the spring finally hits. Right at the end of January. Got another full month of winter, I think. And that'll go pretty fast too. It always does. I'm gonna let this let you get a good view of this as we go around this corner here. It's just, the view is spectacular. Let's see if I can clean the windshield off a little bit for you. Never get tired of this, not at all. When the roads look this good, the weather is this nice to drive, who can possibly complain about this? That guy's just tailgating that guy, holy cow. I'll bet you anything, just up the road here, we'll see one of those four-wheelers pulled over. See that ice on the side there? That's a lake right there. It's all frozen over. It'll be really nice to see that in the spring when it's all thawed out. Can't wait.
When we come back, the Rangers will once again have to go
well,
kill. You're listening to the
I decided to stop in Belmont. And the reason being is because another driver that works for Challenger drove by me and he let me know that it's pretty lousy roads between Belmont and Blue River and past Blue River. And near to Avola, it's not very good. There's some jackknife semis there, and the way a lot of drivers drive at night, especially the ones that have no regard for life, the ones that are in a major hurry, that they're more concerned about how much money they're going to make rather than who they're going to kill. These are the ones that end up in the ditch. And a lot of the time when these trucks jackknife, the entire trailer swings and takes out any other traffic that's going the other way. So I'm thinking, if it's snowing out there, I'd rather tackle that during the day where I can at least see a little bit better. The visibility will be better. And a lot of the time these guys drive at night to avoid the scales. Because some of these drivers are driving illegally. Some don't even have driver's licenses. Some of them are totally altering their logbooks, and they drive at night to avoid the scales. A lot of them. So I'm about I'm about halfway home. About 6 hours, 6.5 hours to home. So I really technically don't have to have this load back until probably 7 o'clock tomorrow night. If I mean, it gets delivered at 9, I think. 9:30. Yeah. So it's to be delivered tomorrow at 9 p.m. So I figure, oh, look at the size of this load. Oh, he's going the other way. Good for him. If he happened to be going the other way, man, I'd say that'd be quite a disaster. Look at the size of this load. Can you look at this corner this guy's gonna make? This I gotta see. Yeah, but so I don't have to really have it there as long as they have, and it's being delivered where? Langley. So it's only about an hour drive from the yard. So even if I got there at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, it would still have plenty of time to get there. But I'm not going to be until I'm not going to take until 7 o'clock to get there. Just look at the size of that beast. Jeez. Look at that corner he's got to take just to turn that thing. That's like a full trailer. That's a house. Well, at least he's fortunate enough to have some really nice weather on the way up there. Takes nerves of steel. I would say it takes nerves of steel to do that. To drive around something like that, eh? Pretty bright, isn't it? Man, this thing's crazy. Look at how bright this thing is. This thing's awesome. He used it a little bit last night. But, yeah. So I figure I'll leave in the morning as soon as it gets daylight. At least that way I can see. And the temperatures might be a little bit better. I'd rather be safe right now than drive at night the way some of these guys drive around corners. And apparently some of the roads going from Valemount up to Little Fort are really, really slick and really, really bad. Because it's snowing up there apparently right now, and you get warm temperatures and you get that slush, and it's really slippery, and all it takes is one guy go around the corner too fast and you're in a ditch or you're dead. And I'm not gonna take that chance. I'm just not. If it's snowing pretty good tomorrow when I go through, I'm just gonna take my time and get through it safely. I was going to consider grabbing a bite to eat at this restaurant over here. I don't know what they've got in there, but I might go in there and just look at a menu and see what they have, but I may not eat in there. I was told it's okay. I says, is it better than Husky? And they said, a little bit. So, that doesn't help. But I'll look at the menu, look at the prices, find out how much they're going to gouge me, and I'll make my conclusion from there. Well, I have decided to drive a little further. Everyone's telling me the roads are pretty good. Just ate at this McLennan truck stop, and the food in here, I guess it helps if I turn that on, then you can see me. The food in there was really good, and the service was really good. It was comfortable, nice little homey atmosphere. It was good. I liked it. And some of the people on the radio said it wasn't that good in there. I don't know what they expect. And are they expecting gourmet meals? Prices were really good too. Can't complain at all. While I'm waiting here, I'm going to do my lights and we'll get on our way. I guess the reason why I want to leave is because apparently I was looking at the weather forecast, and the weather forecast is supposed to be snow out here tonight. So do I want to get stuck in the snow out here, or do I want to go a little further, see how far I can go before I can't take it no more?
Recovery blue line.
Well, we made it to Blue River. That's about as far as I'm going to go. Reason being is the roads aren't bad, except when you get a little further south of Blue River here, I think the roads get a little bit worse. It's not even that they're icy. The problem I'm having right now is visibility. I was, well, I'm actually really surprised my mirrors are as clean as they are. I went around this one corner, heading up here, between Villemont and Blue River, and there was like 5 or 6 trucks in a row that all went by me, and for about 3 seconds I couldn't see anything. Couldn't see the road, couldn't see the side of the road, because the first 2 trucks shot so much crap on my windshield. I was trying to wash it off as fast as I could with washers, with the washer fluid, and of course the first thing it does the first couple times it goes across is it smears it. And like for 3 to 5 seconds, no, maybe it was about 3 seconds, but it was a long 3 seconds. You go 1 1000, 1 1001, 1 1002, 1 1003. It was 3 seconds where I couldn't see nothing, and I'm like, holy cow, where's the road? And I don't know if you're going to be able to catch much of it, but here's a little piece here of it. This is what I seen. This is the reason why I decided to pull over.
In the 5 games he played against them. From the draw, the Avalanche get control of their own end. Hit up from behind the net. Juked into the rule line, kept it by Whiteman. His shot doesn't get to the net. Blocked in front of the goal by Nita. And the puck now back out into the neutral zone. Flames have possession. Brody passing back into his own end.
Could not see where I was going. Now, if you see what I'm talking about, I don't know if that gives it much justice, but from where I was looking at, I couldn't see anything. So I decided if I can get to Blue River, I'm just gonna crash there for night, shut it down for the night there, and that was gonna be good enough for me. So that's what I'm doing for now, and then we'll resume in the morning where we can at least see, because right now, because the roads are wet and they're dark and there's not a whole lot of lighting, it doesn't take much to get into an accident, especially when a big truck is flying by you or you got a big truck passing you. Just throw crap all over your windshield. So this is one of the reasons why I like to drive during the day and not at night, because the visibility is so bad, especially in the winter time. Summertime is not bad. Wintertime it's really bad. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna shut it down for the night here in Blue River and continue in the morning when we can actually see where we're going. Well, good morning to you. It is the next day, February 1st. About another month and a half to go until this nightmare is over. Well, hopefully. We're just outside of Blue River right now, heading south, and the roads are nice and wet, and we're driving behind one guy that's incredibly paranoid because I guess he figures 80 kilometers an hour is a good speed limit to do on this road when it's totally wet. I don't know what he's afraid of, but you can see some blue sky over there. That's a nice sign, but this guy's going way too slow. Actually, he's doing about 75 kilometers an hour right now. This is almost dangerous. Well, we just stopped in Little Fort to wash our windows and our mirrors. Holy cow, now we can actually see. It's pretty filthy driving down some of these roads. I couldn't see anything out of my mirrors, nothing. because my windows, every time I use the washer fluid, it sprays all over my side windows and my mirrors. I really hope they fix that issue when they come up with the new trucks, where they find some way to shield that, because that's just a joke. So yeah, so that's what we stopped in Little Fort for that. I would have liked to stop and get something to eat, but I'm kind of pressed for time right now, so I'm just gonna get back to the yard. The sooner I can get back there, the sooner they can get working on this thing and try to resolve whatever problem it is. You know, whatever kinks that need to be ironed out, stuff like that. Yeah, we're starting to get into the sunshine now, which is really nice. Well, we're starting to get into the sunshine now, which is really nice. Praise God. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Woohoo! All right. Hopefully it's straight driving all the way to Aldergrove without any issues. I pray to God that it's a nice drive. Right now we're in McClure, 43 kilometers outside of Kamloops, and it's just getting sunnier and sunnier, which is just fantastic, man. Haven't seen a whole lot of sun in the last 3 days, so feels pretty good. Yeah, it's very, very nice out here. I just hope, like I said before, the weather sticks around until tomorrow, at least. Or maybe even the whole weekend. Wouldn't that be nice? I do know, I was checking the weather forecast, it's not going to look too good for the weekend going through where I just came through. It's supposed to be some heavy snow on the weekend. That's what the weather forecast said anyway, for Belmont and Blue River. Thankfully, I won't be going that way. So we'll check the weather report when we get home and see what we're in for on the way to Calgary. We're at the Helmer brake check just before Merritt, and it's such a gorgeous day. Oh, we got a couple crows hanging around. Go. And they are the smart ones because they're going to get some peanuts. Oh, look at that. We got a whole bunch of them hanging around. Hi guys, recognize the truck? Get a little bit closer here. Wow, I'm almost completely out of peanuts. These crows around here are pretty big. Go ahead, little buddy. They're peanuts. They're harmless. You might have actually enjoyed those. I guess too many people are mean to the crows. That's why they're so cautious. No, don't look at that. Don't always trying to cover the peanuts. If you look at these crows, they're pretty smart. There's a piece of rag there, and that one crow tried to cover the other ones. Enjoy! Woo! They're all jumping around up and down. They're really excited. I like giving them the peanuts, like the ones with the shell, because you can't just gobble them down. They have to pick them up and put them somewhere, and then that means all the, you know, the other ones can get one too. I got a soft heart for crows. Got a soft heart for any animal. I'm quite happy the way God made me. He gave me a big heart. I wouldn't want to be anybody else. I couldn't imagine what it would be like living a life miserable and a cold heart and hating animals. And I guess you would have to have a very lonely life, very empty life, to be like that. Well, right now we're in Hope. Getting closer and closer to home. Check the long-range forecast for the next 2 days. Evidently, it's supposed to be really nice all the way. Well, I run into a little bit of snow or flurries going through Rogers Pass. But besides that, it seems like it looks like it's going to be a really nice drive all the way. So really hoping that I can get a good early start tomorrow morning and drive as much as I can. Maybe I can get as far as where I normally go, to the Petro Pass or the Petro Canada in just outside of Calgary. Don't even know where my stops are yet. I think I know where my first stop is, so we'll go from there. It's actually nicer weather up on the Coke than it is down here. Go figure, huh? Just up here, they're building a new truck stop. Flying J. You go by it here pretty quick here. It's actually a really good location because right off the highway. It's just on our right hand side here. You'll see it when we go past this overpass. This will be the exit to get there, which will be nice. So it's right here. We got it all covered. They're flying with the Flying J. Yeah. I'm not sure when they expect to have that open, but it'll have a subway there. Big, huge parking lot too. That's kind of nice. Lots of parking. Not sure. I think they said it's supposed to be open in March. So that'll be nice. I really don't like going to the one in Chilliwack because it's such a pain in the butt to get into that place all the time, and it's always so congested. That's the one on just off of Lickman Road there. Well, we've made it. We made it to the Aldergrove yard, and now we've already actually submitted our paperwork. I talked to the mechanics over there, and they said the reason why the truck was stalling is it's something to do with the fuel or the oil filter. Something about the oil pressure or something like that. So they said what will fix that is an oil change. So they're going to get an oil change on this truck tonight before I head out in the morning. And that'll make me happy if that's just it. Something tells me I should have contacted them here and told them exactly what I was getting, the errors, and they probably would have said, tell them to do an oil change. But, yeah, but anyway, nevertheless, we are here, and that completes our round trip to Edmonton. I hope you enjoyed the video, part 1 and part 2, and we're getting ready to do our next video, which is a trip to Calgary and to Red Deer. So until next time, everyone, God bless you in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now.